Chelsea didn't lose control of this game because of poor finishing. They lost control because of this. Freeze frame, midfield gap exposed, defensive line split, no protection, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. On the surface, Chelsea looked dominant. Possession, controlled, build-up, calm, pressing, aggressive. But football isn't won in moments of comfort. It's decided in moments of transition. And every time Chelsea lost the ball, the same structural problem appeared. This is systemic. In the first phase of build-up, Chelsea shape up in a 2-3 structure. The center back split. One fullback pushes high. The double pivot drops to receive. This creates numerical superiority in the first line. It looks clean. But here's the issue. When both fullbacks advance and the midfield pushes ahead, the rest defense becomes fragile. There is no stagger, no defensive layering, and that's where the danger starts. Midfield bypassed instantly. Why? Because the pivot players are positioned horizontally, not diagonally. One presses, the other cannot cover. Compare this to how Arsenal structure their rest defense. Arsenal rarely leave both fullbacks high without an anchor, and that leaves 30-40 meters of open space in transition. That's not a pressing issue, that's spacing. Now here's where it gets worse. When Chelsea lose the ball high, the counter-press is inconsistent. It's uncoordinated. There is no coordinated trigger. That creates hesitation, and hesitation in the Premier League is fatal, especially against teams like Arsenal and Liverpool. They thrive in half spaces, and Chelsea are leaving them open. You might have noticed something else. This problem becomes worse after 60 minutes. Why? Fatigue. Fatigue compresses defensive recovery speed. When midfielders can't sprint back, structural flaws become visible. Early on, athleticism hides imbalance. Late in the game, structure is everything. Chelsea's structure doesn't survive. So, how do they fix it? First, stagger the pivot. One holding midfielder must always sit deeper during possession. This creates a safety net. It ensures you aren't bypassed by a single vertical ball. Tactical discipline is key. Second, delay fullback advancement. Instead of both pushing high, create asymmetry. One stays, one goes. This keeps 3 players behind the ball at all times. It's about security first, then attack. Balance is everything. Third, improve rest defense triangle. At least 3 players must remain behind the ball in stable spacing, always. Look at how Arsenal protect their shape. There is always a covering angle. Chelsea need that discipline to survive. Chelsea don't lack talent. They lack positional security in transition. Fix that, and they compete for the top 4. In the Premier League, small weaknesses get exposed over 38 games. Ignore it, and this cycle repeats every week. This is fixable, but it requires tactical humility. If this adjustment happens, Chelsea's season changes completely. If it doesn't, you'll keep seeing this exact freeze frame. Space exposed, game lost. Now you know why. Follow our Smart Sports 247 for more deep dives into the tactics that decide the game. See you in the next one.